Good morning, students. Today we will discuss about the causes of the failure of the revolt of 1857. Means why the revolt of 1857 was failed. As you know, so many peoples, farmers, artisans, soldiers, and of course rulers, they were participated, but the revolt of 1857 was failed. So here we will discuss why the revolt of 1857 was failed, or we can say why did the first war of independence fail in spite of the participation of different section of the society, Indian society. So few causes are there. First cause is no unity. Many of the rulers and zamindars, due to fear of Britishers, remained neutral. Many others, as I told you earlier, like Scindias of Gwalior, the Nizam of Hyderabad, the Nawab of Bengal, etc., helped the Britishers to suppress the revolt. And one more thing, that if I will talk about the rebels, then there was no common ideology amongst the rebels, because the sepoys of Bengal wanted to revive the glory of Mughals, while Nana Sahib and Tatya Tope tried to re-establish the Maratha power, and of course Rani Lakshmi Bai fought for her lost kingdom. As we know that Jhansi was occupied by the Britishers and Marathas also lost their kingdom. So there were no unity amongst the different rulers. And talking about the second cause of the failure of the revolt of 1857, that is no unified leadership or weak leadership. The leadership of the revolt was neither strong nor gave direction to the rebels, because at the time Bahadur Shah Zafar was proclaimed as a Shahenshah Hindustan and he was very old. So there was an absence of a capable leader who could organize the scattered forces into one unit fighting for unified policy and aims. So many rulers like Nana Sahib, Rani Lakshmi Bai, Tatya Tope, etc., remained confined to their own locality. It means they were famous, their own areas or their own territories. None of them emerged as a leader of the entire movement or entire revolt of 1857. On the other side, the British succeeded against the rebels because of the determination and the leadership of the military commanders. And moreover, the company officials got timely help from the government of Britain also. The third cause is better sources of the Britishers. The Britishers had better sources than Indians. Indians were short of not only war equipments but also food and ration. So the rebels could not match the sophisticated and modern weapons and the disciplined army of the British, as Indians were fighting mostly with sword and spears, while the English were using better equipped rifles. Moreover, an organized communication system like the telegraph proved very useful to the English. So at the time, Britishers used more better sources as compared to Indians. Next, revolt was not widespread. It was limited to north and central India only. In the north, the Sikhs, the Nizam and the Scindias were unaffected by the revolt, and Gorkhas not only remained loyal to the British, it did not spread to the South India. and most of eastern and western India. If you're talking about the Gorkhas not only remained loyal to the Britishers, but they helped the Britishers suppressing the mutiny. So as I told you, the revolt was limited to the only north and central India, and Madras, Bombay, Bengal. It means we are talking about the eastern and western part of India remain undisturbed. The last point is start before the appointed date. The uprising had been planned for months, but it broke out before the appointed date. So it did not go according to the plan. And that is the main reason revolutionaries failed to spread it beyond the central India and Delhi. The sudden outbreak of the revolt created an uncertain situation in the country for which the people were not mentally prepared for the revolt of 1857. So these are the few causes of the failure of the revolt of 1857. Thank you and have a nice day.